All right, hello, welcome. You are listening to the On Deck Circle. I'm Maddox, joined by my very good friend
Evan Morse.
Evan. Welcome. It's our second episode. It's a Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening here in Phoenix. How are you feeling?
Feeling fantastic. My Mariners just took a series off your Braves. We probably could have won all three games, but Munoz blew the second game. But great win today, 3-1. Julio, nice little bomb in the sixth inning to give us the lead. So that was great.
Yeah, tough series for the Braves. They lose their first series of the season to the Mariners, 2-1. That game two, the one game we won, Bryce Elder was on the mound, and this was kind of like expected for the Braves. You're like, all right, you're throwing J.R. Ritchie, you're throwing Bryce Elder, and then you're throwing Martin Perez. You're expecting to lose two and be okay, but J.R. Ritchie looked solid. Bryce Elder's been great all year, one of our best pitchers, and then Martin Perez just threw two bad pitches, and that's how we ended up losing the series. All close games, a very fun series.
Yeah, always terrific baseball in Seattle. Always close games.
And I think if y'all just keep turning it around and find some offense, I don't think it's ridiculous to say that that's a potential World Series matchup there because the Mariners have the pitching staff to be in the World Series. But
Well, I mean,
that's
yeah, we'll
where
have to see how our pitchers perform down the stretch. Wu has not got off to a great start of the
he looked
year.
damn good today. He looked
Looked
damn
great
good
today.
today.
I mean,
Yeah.
can't say anything about that.
Logan Gilbert was striking out pretty much every single pitcher
Yep.
or every single hitter.
His
Um,
splitter's still nasty. Emerson Hancock too. He's been a wonderful surprise. Like he
mhm.
just came out of nowhere. Honestly, he was one of our top prospects or top picks out of Georgia, but he just kind of came onto the scene. Wasn't the best. We had him in our bullpen. He would be that kind of six rotational guy, but this season he's really stepped up. Really surprised me.
Yeah, and for this episode here, we'll see what we have in store for us. But ahead of us, we have a little bit of a prospect rankings. We're each going to give our top 10 prospects in Major League Baseball. We got some news headlines around the league for today and around from the time frame of our last podcast. Some news that's happened, and then a little bit of trivia. And if we have time, we might play the stat pad game. If not, we're gonna do it off of the podcast, and we're gonna probably post it to
To our
Instagram and
socials,
TikTok. Yeah, follow us by
Instagram,
the way.
TikTok. Yeah, follow him.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. I'm actually our Instagram. It's just look up the On Deck Circle. You should find us. We're doing decent on TikTok and Instagram. We just need to get some more followers, and a little bit more engagement. So guys, tell your family, tell everyone. Say hey, there's this new podcast. Two of the coolest guys. Two of the guys who know the most ball out of anybody. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, we're the best podcast for Major League Baseball news. We give you new content on the daily on our socials. We give you lists and rankings all the time, all the latest news. Just give us a follow. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. How have we been on YouTube Shorts? By the way,
Actually, I haven't really been uploading them, so
that's all right.
it's on
That's
me.
all right.
But
That's no one really cares about YouTube Shorts, but maybe we'll
it
post a
helps
couple
out.
more.
It helps out. I think.
Yeah, we'll post a
Yeah.
couple more to YouTube Shorts and follow us everywhere. Follow us on Spotify. Leave some comments, give us a rating, anything to boost the engagement and put our names on the map. That's what we're
Mhm.
here for. I know it's only the second episode. I've done about a minute and a half of begging for people to like us and subscribe to us. But yeah, let's just jump into this, Evan. How are we
Yeah.
feeling about these prospects? How do you feel?
The prospects this year, I think, are very exciting. There's a
Hmm.
lot of good guys in the
Hmm.
top 10. Not a
Oh,
lot of pitchers, but a lot of great athletes in the top 10. And I'm really excited to get into the conversations we're about to have about our guys. So,
Well,
you
yeah, and
want to
I
kick us
think we
off?
have some of the same guys, but I think what's interesting is like the top five, top three to top five is pretty consistent. A lot of guys have the same people, but once you get down out like from 5 to 10, there's a lot of guys you can throw in there, and I think we've got a little bit of a different list for us today, but I think it'll be fun. Who did you go with at your number 10? Let's just jump into it right away.
So, with number 10, I don't think it's any surprise because I have a little bit of bias, but I went with my guy, Cade Anderson.
Hmm.
uh, Part of the Arkansas Travelers, so Double A Mariners team. He's a left-handed pitcher, drafted from LSU last year. They threw him straight into Double A, mind you,
That's
and he
really
came
awesome.
straight out of college. That's amazing. And in the
Right into
five
Double A.
games that he's played, he has allowed one run. He has 13 hits allowed, but he has one of the highest K rates in the minor league. He has 38 Ks in his five starts with a .37 ERA. I mean, he has just been dealing. His command in the zone, he's got great command. He's got one of the highest K per nines. I think I already said that in Double A. He's got a fastball, a curveball, a slider, and a changeup. That fastball touches 97, but like I mentioned before, his real skill is the control of the zone and just being able to place those pitches. I mean, through the 5 games we've seen him, which isn't a large sample size, but it's still little, he has been dealing. I mean, no one's been able to touch him, and if he keeps us up, I mean, we'll probably see him called up within the next year, maybe earlier. But vote's still out on that, and there's still, he's only played 5 games, so there's still a little bit there to see.
Yeah, and I had Caden Anderson in my top 10 as well. But yeah, that sub 1 ERA. It's 5 starts, and he's only given up 13 hits. I mean, a whip under 1.7. Just amazing work from this guy who's 6'2", 179. Not the biggest pitcher, not the most intimidating, but I mean, a good fastball, good curveball, good changeup, and overall just an overall very sound guy that anybody would like to have in their rotation he could come up right now and he could be a number 2 or number 3 in a lot of guys' rotation.
Oh yeah, I think the reason he hasn't been called up, well, just because he just got drafted, and as well the Mariners. You look at their pitching rotation. I mean, it's one of the best in the league when it's healthy, or when they're performing. I mean, that is still very, very questionable when that is happening. But yeah, I think that he's in the right system.
Yeah, and I mean, we're talking about guys who've went straight from the draft to Double A. Garrett Crochet, Chris Sale, a lot of these guys, Dave Winfield. You can go back and find a lot of Hall of Famers that went straight from the draft to Double A. It's a pretty elite few players that go straight there. My number 10, I went with outfielder in the Dodgers organization, Zaire Hope. Zaire Hope, this guy was drafted back in 2023 by the Cubs and was sent over to the Dodgers. Well, he wasn't. So he was drafted by the Cubs and was not signed. The Cubs ended up not signing him. The Dodgers jumped on him right away and ended up taking him. Lefty guy, bats and throws lefty. Small guy, he's under 6 foot, 5'10", 21 years old. But he's been tearing up the minors. And coming into this season in Tulsa with the Drillers in Double-A, 287 average, and he's hit 5 home runs, 23 RBIs. He doesn't walk a whole lot. I mean, but if you go back he hasn't walked a whole lot this year, rather. But last year, splitting time in High A and in Double A, 78 walks, did strike out a good bit, 143 strikeouts on the year, but he's still batted with an 805 OPS. I really like Zaire Hope, and he can play the field really well. He can play every position in the outfield. You can plug him in there, and he has a really solid bat, a plus bat that maybe he can lean into his power a little bit more, but he's still small, and I think he's going to grow I think he's going to grow a little bit more, gain on some muscle, and I think he could really become a 5-tool guy.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing bad to say about him. He's quick, really quick out of the box. He's got great acceleration. He's got great arm strength as well. He's in center field right now. He played in the corners in High A. Spent more time there. And also a little fun fact about him: he was actually pitching in high school. He had a fastball was touching the 90s, so that's a little interesting there, a little fun fact. But
yeah, and that's just the funny thing. And like for high school, so many guys that you see, like especially outfielders that have really good arms in the outfield. A lot of those guys you see, they pitched in high school, and they weren't as much pitchers as they were just throwers and just throwing as hard as they can. And it works a little bit in high school, but I mean, he's found his spot he's found his place in the outfield in the Dodgers organization, and that could be a guy that gets moved that could be a guy who maybe won't come up with the Dodgers. It's a team that's just so loaded in the outfield, and they have pretty much every position locked down for a while. Maybe Zaire Hope gets moved at the deadline, and they add another Shohei Ohtani to their team.
All right, well, I guess we'll talk about my 9. I also put the only other pitcher I have on this list, Thomas White at 9. He's also a left-handed pitcher. He's now playing for AAA for the Marlins organization, the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. What an interesting name.
We could spend a whole podcast just going over funny minor league baseball.
Yeah. All these teams are they have some incredible names. Well,
yeah,
I'll get back to it, but Thomas White, he spent about three years in the minors. He started playing in 2023 with the Rockies, and now, or not with the Rockies, excuse me. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, he's been in the minor leagues for 3 years. He's 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
He's a giant on the mound. And that becomes a problem for him because he has not a lot of control with the zone. But he still has a great K rate. He has a 38.6 K rate throughout his whole minor league career, which that's incredible. I mean, that's unbelievable. He's played a couple games in AAA this season, and a couple in Single A. But the couple that he played in AAA, he's boasted a 1.71 average against, which is
Oh yeah,
pretty decent.
yeah, and
Um,
there's a lot of guys who make that jump because Double A to Triple A is a pretty big jump. Where, Double A's were for all the prospects. Triple A, you have a mix of prospects, and then you also have, you have guys that just haven't panned out in the MLB and they play in Triple A. Those are like your quad A players, they call them. So to go up from Double A to Triple A right away and pitch just like he is, it's really, really, really promising stuff.
yeah. But yeah, he's got a good pitch mix. He's got a fastball, a slider, and a changeup. His fastball touches 99, so maybe if he can develop a little bit more, get more hold of that control, he can also increase the speed. So maybe we could see him touching triple digits. But I really like his stuff. He's still got probably about a couple more months on him, maybe 6 months to a year. So maybe we'll see him get called up soon. But he's one of the promising pitching prospects right now in the league.
Yeah, for Thomas White, I think his trajectory towards the majors, it kind of just depends on how how good the Marlins are. If they're contending for a playoff spot, maybe they don't call him up yet. But if they start to slip and they start falling in the standings, maybe, hey, September call-ups come around, Thomas White, you come up, and he's going to be a guy that they kind of just test out, maybe test him out in the bullpen, let him get a couple of starts in September, and then next year he could be a guy in the Marlins, man. If he pans out in the majors, their pitching staff, like their ability to develop pitchers and to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball is just really impressive work.
Yeah, Sandy Alcantara is looking really good. I think he got belted the other day, but that's probably been his worst start of the season, but he's been phenomenal.
Yeah. For my number 9, I went with Cade Anderson. I don't really have a whole lot more to talk about. You touched on him enough. He the one thing that is kind of that's interesting to see, he did get Tommy John surgery back in high school, which is just wild nowadays. It's not even like a crazy thing to say, oh yeah, this guy got Tommy John surgery when he was in high school, but
Everyone gets Tommy John surgery.
Everyone gets Tommy John, so it is kind of not. I wouldn't say it's good, but it is a little bit more. It does feel a little bit better to hear that he had Tommy John surgery before, so he might not less probability of needing it again when he's in the majors. But I mean, anything can happen with pitchers nowadays. My number 8 though, I went with Walker Jenkins,
He as well.
AAA outfielder in the Twins organization. This is a guy who was the 5th overall pick back in 2023, 6'3", 210. Evan, what's your birthday? What year were you born?
2005.
2005. Yeah, this guy was born February 19th, 2005. We're going to talk about some guys that are younger than us, so that's going to be
He's a little younger. Well, he's a little older than me actually. He's a little older than me, couple 9 months.
9 months. Yeah. Walker Jenkins has been a very talked about prospect for a while now. I mean, for my MLB The Show players out there, I'm sure you remember him from, I believe it was The Show 24. Had a good prospect card, but yeah, he's batted consistently in the 280s, 850 OPS last season. He spent time on 4 different teams. He was bouncing from rookie ball, climbed all the way up to AAA, and I wouldn't say he hit a wall in AAA per se, but he went from having a 900 OPS in AA with Wichita to getting up to the St. Paul Saints in AAA and batting 240 with a 720 OPS. To this year, he's batting 256. The home runs aren't really there that much. He had 7 home runs in AA last year. He's got 2 this year. He had 2 last year. The one thing that is really intriguing for me that I really like to see, he has 19 walks in the year, only 18 strikeouts. He's walking more than he strikes out, so that is a really good thing to see, especially for a young guy like this. For prospects like this, you expect them, okay, they're going to strike out a little bit, but Walker Jenkins, he's walking more than he strikes out, and that's something you really like to see.
Yeah, something that concerns me with him is his injuries. He's had a long injury history. He actually just got injured like the other day, I think it was May 3rd. But the Twins haven't really said much about it. They said they'll reevaluate him in 10 days, so that's about a week from now.
Yeah, and sorry to cut you off, but that injury with Jenkins was him just running into a wall out in center field and just smashing into it, which
he's trying to make a play, but he just.
So it is a little bit better to for this injury he's currently have. It's nothing with a muscle. It's just he ran into a wall. Like he's probably going to be a little bit banged up after that.
Yeah, and I don't think he's had any problems with his injuries with his shoulder. His two other injuries I think he had was a quad strain and a hamstring, and then he also had an ankle sprain as well. So most of that stuff probably won't stick with you for the rest of your career, but you never know. Some guys just get injured and they just can't stop getting injured.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, all around really talented guy. He's 60 grade on just about everything except for his speed and his field, 55 grade. So solid defender, can run pretty well. You had Walker Jenkins at your 8 too, correct? Who did you have at number 7?
Number 7, let's see here. I went with another younger guy. I went with Eli Willits from the Washington
Okay.
Nationals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Willits. He's 18 years old, so he's 2 years younger than us.
First overall pick last year.
Yeah, first overall pick. He batted 300 in single A, which is phenomenal. I mean, you can't get much better than that. He's really a five-tool guy. He's got great speed, great power. His first home run was actually this season. It was actually an inside the park home run, so quite interesting there. But yeah, he's hitting 280 right now with an on-base percentage of 418, which
It's
is
on base. And
ridiculous.
for a guy like this, for Willits, if you get on base at that clip, you're basically every walk you're hitting a double. He's got 21 steals on the year already.
Mhm.
This is a guy that I'm really excited to watch.
Yeah, obviously we mentioned the fact he's young. It's going to take him a couple years for him to be called up. He plays shortstop, and the expected call-up date is 2028. It's possible that he could come up earlier, could come up later. Excuse me, English words coming out of my mouth. But, only time will tell. But he's one of the more promising guys that would be higher on my list if, he's just a little bit older. But just, he doesn't have the experience yet.
Yeah, and I think it's something that you're going to see the Nationals. I'm curious to see how the Nationals play this because this guy was just the number 1 pick last year. How desperate is Washington for this guy to come up? Do you let him cook in the minors for a couple of years and wait until 28, 2029 for him to be a guy where you're supposed to be contending? By the way this rebuild's going for DC, by 2028, 2029, when Willits is ready to come up, that's when you guys should be contending. You don't need to call him up this year or next year or anything. Like Connor Griffin did just get called up, but the Pirates they're not a great organization, so I wouldn't really follow after them personally. My number 7, I went with a shortstop in the Seattle Mariners organization. I went with Colt Emerson, AAA lefty from the Tacoma Rainiers. Rainiers, is that correct?
The Tacoma Rainiers, like Mount Rainier, man.
Yeah, Mount Rainier, right. 20 years old, young kid here. He's in AAA this year, batting 240. Hasn't been that great, but he has an OPS of still just under 800 at 799. He's hit 5 homers, 17 RBIs. A little bit concerning. He strikes out at a high clip, 37 strikeouts on the year so far. That's 108 at bats, so he's striking out about 30% of the time, which is a little bit alarming. But he's still young, and if you want to go back to last season, he was really good in the minors last year, batted 285. When he was first in the minors back in 2023, he played for 2 teams and batted 374 he batted 536 in rookie ball, which is just awesome. So unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll talk about him a little bit too because I have him at my 6, so I'd be right up next to him.
All right.
I mean, yeah, he's gotten off to a bit of a slower start this year. He's only hitting 241 in 29 games, so he's still kind of a little bit behind the curve. He's not as high, like the numbers as high as you would expect it to be, but I would think that he's probably going to get back on the schedule here pretty soon. The Mariners also have talks about maybe calling him up pretty soon, maybe late into the season, maybe July, maybe August. It's possible, but he would be replacing J.P. Crawford as shortstop.
Can we take a pause here to talk about J.P. Crawford for a second?
I have his jersey on. Yeah, you can
Are
talk about J.P.
Are you wearing a J.P. Crawford jersey right now?
I am wearing the J.P. Crawford jersey today.
The guy comes into the series with 2 home runs on the year. He's batting like what, just over 200 something. Then he comes into game 1, hits a 2-run homer. Game 2, hits another 2-run homer. He doubled his home run total in this series against us. It's unbelievable. I really don't like J.P. Crawford.
I don't like J.P. Crawford either. I'm going to be honest. I love the guy. I love him to death. But he just makes whenever the ball gets hit to him, for a couple seconds, I'm like, okay, he's gonna mess this play up. Like,
Yeah,
I just gotta hold my breath for a second.
he's
You know,
made he
or,
made
or even earlier today in the game, there was a routine ball hit to him. He had to wait 3 seconds to line up the
just taking
throw.
your time right
And I
here.
think it
Boom,
was, I think it
boom.
was Michael Harris. Michael Harris almost
Michael can
ran out of
run.
infield
Michael can
too.
run. Come on.
Yeah,
Um,
but I mean, he walks a bunch this season. I don't really know, but
yeah,
just
I don't
get
know.
him off the team already.
Going back to Colt Emerson, there is a little bit of concern with his injury, with his injury history.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, as a Mariners fan, how concerned are you with that? Because I mean, oblique injury. He's fractured his foot. He had a hamstring issue in the Arizona Fall League 2 years ago. But last year he was fully healthy and he was really good. But how concerned are you with his injury?
I mean, we'll have to see how it plays out. That's what I always say with injuries. The injuries that he's had, I don't know if they're going to be necessarily long-term issues. It's like the same thing with Walker Jenkins. Like, we don't know. Only time will tell. But I think what has showed and what's stuck with Emerson. He's had a really good swing throughout
Mm-hmm.
most of
Yeah.
his minor league career. You watch clips of him, it's just pure. It's just one great, great motion. Like, I love it. And that hasn't really, if anything, it's gotten better. Obviously, we look at the stats this season. Maybe this is the start of the beginning of the end for him. So maybe, but
Jesus Christ, this guy's 20 years old.
yeah, we don't
Relax
know.
with the beginning of the
Sometimes
end.
people
Hold
just
on,
fall
hold
off a
on. Pump
cliff.
the brakes here a
Sometimes
little bit
people
more.
just fall off a cliff.
Oh,
But
goodness.
I mean, yeah, we'll have to see how he does in the MLB. He reminds me of someone like Cole Young, who now has gotten off to a lot better of a
Whatever.
start.
These just bum ass players. The whole season, and out of nowhere, it comes up against the Braves. Oh, here we go. Bang, bang, bang. It's just ridiculous. Who'd you have at number 7, Evan?
Number 7, we already talked about my number
Did you
7,
have
Eli Willis.
Oh,
Yeah,
you had
we're on
Wilson
your
7.
6
Okay.
now. We're on your
You're right.
6
We're
now.
on my 6. My 6, I've got Braden Montgomery, White Sox outfielder on their AAA team. I mean, I love Braden Montgomery. Maybe I'm a little bit biased. I've been playing MLB The Show a lot, and I've got a White Sox franchise where I love Braden Montgomery in that one. He's been really good. But, I mean, he's got such a nice swing. This guy's a rocket arm in right field. I mean, it's graded as a 70 arm, which is the highest it can be. 70. They graded out of 70. He's got the A+ arm. He's batting 300 this season. He's already up into AAA. He's played 2 games, so I'm not. He's
Yeah,
1 for 9 in AAA.
111 average, doesn't matter.
He's
Played 2
He's
games.
1 for 9. Yeah, he's 1 for 9. But in AA so far, he had 100 at bats, batted 313, had a 430 on base percentage, 1,000 OPS. This guy hit 6 homers and 22 RBIs. Also walked a good bit as well, 21 walks throughout the first
32
month. 32
Ks though. 32 Ks. That's not good.
If you're gonna walk, if you're gonna tell me I'm gonna walk once, strike out once, and get a hit every game, I'll take it because that's about what he's been playing at in AA.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is another one of my guys as well. His card market is actually pretty high.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't have him on my top 10 list just because, I mean, he's 23 and he's only played 2 seasons in the minors, so he's got to go soon. He's got to go to the league if you know.
He is 23. This is a guy who played 3 years in college. So he went to Stanford and then transferred to Texas A&M. But this guy was drafted by the Red Sox, came over to Chicago. Honestly, I don't know what trade. Oh, this was in the Garrett Crochet trade.
Yep.
That sent Crochet to so this was right after the Red Sox drafted this guy.
He was the highest drafted player overall in Aggie or Texas A&M history.
Yeah, I mean he's a really good ball player, and he was named the minor league player of the month, in the for the White Sox. So he was named the AL minor league player of the month. So really cool stuff from Brady Montgomery, and I'm really excited to see what he
He's
has.
supposed to get called up soon. So
Yeah, it'll probably be this year. I mean, the White Sox haven't been as bad this year, but probably not going to withstand it. They're probably going to fall apart and
Murakami and Colson Montgomery
Colson Montgomery, Braden. Well, Colson Montgomery's their shortstop. Braden Montgomery is probably play right field for them.
Yeah, I mean,
you said you had who'd you have at 6?
Colt Emerson.
Colt Emerson. Okay, yeah. So then who'd you have at number 5?
My 5, one of the other Dodgers boys. I don't know how the Dodgers just stumbled upon this, but Jose De Paula.
Mm-hmm.
He plays for outfield. He's currently in the Dodgers AA system for the Tulsa Drillers. This guy is a beast, and I know you have him higher up on your
I
list.
do.
So I'm not going to talk about him too much. I'll save him for a little bit. I'll just go over what his stats are like right now. He's hitting 307 right now in Double A. He's got a slugging of 475, almost 1,000 OPS. He's got 910, so that's really good. 4 RBIs on 31 hits. I mean, that's great ratio there. I love that.
Yeah.
When you got high RBIs and high hits, and they're close, that means you're getting an RBI most of the time you're up to the bat. That's great. The power isn't there that much. He's only got 4 homers on the season, but it'll come. He had 12 and 10 in the season before. Yeah, this is a. I'll let him talk. I'll let you talk about him more when he comes up higher on the list, because that's more
he's
of
gonna
your
be a
guy
little bit
than it is
higher.
mine.
Yeah. And then I had at my number 5, I had a guy you put. I had Thomas White here, lefty. We talked about him a good bit. I'm trying to see. I mean, he's got a really good slider, A+ slider, and a good fastball as well. Somehow, I mean, this guy was was ranked the highest, the best left-handed arm in the 2023 draft, and he fell all the way to the whatever it is, compensatory round, whatever, 35th pick. So right after the first round, that high 90s fastball. I like Thomas White a lot, and I'm excited to see what's up with him in the future. At number 4, I went with Max Clark. Max Clark's a guy that's another MLB The Show guy. If y'all any MLB The Show players out there, Max Clark's been around for a while as well. He's young. He's 21. He's been in the minors for 4. This is his 4th year in the minors, and he's 21. Struggled a little bit early on and back in 23, but this year he's starting to find himself. OPS at 745. He is not hitting the ball for a lot of power, right now. But this guy's he walks, doesn't strike, hasn't struck out that much, and he gets on base at a pretty high clip. 12 RBIs on the year and 9 stolen bases. He stole almost 30 bags back in 2024 and also hit 9 home runs.
Yeah, he's also on my list. I'll talk about him, I guess, just a little bit now and then a little bit more later. But he got great speed.
A+ speed.
Yeah, he's excellent out of the box. He was a 3rd overall pick in the 2023 draft. That was the same class as Skeens and Wyatt Langford.
Dylan Cruz as well.
Yep, a lot of talent in that class. But yeah, I'll talk more about him later. I guess I'll go into my 4 right now. I got Sebastian Walcott at my 4. Currently is injured though. He just got off of elbow surgery. He plays Double A shortstop and third base for the Rangers. He's on the Frisco Rough Riders.
Frisco Rough Riders, man. There's some really good ones here.
But yeah, so he's got elbow surgery. Maybe he could return in August is what they're hoping for. At the earliest, I think there's still that's a long time frame, so they don't really know exactly when, but around the August range. He's got one of the highest EVs off the bat of the ball in minors.
He can hit the ball hard.
Great, yeah, he's a great hard ball hitter. Yeah, he could return in August. I really like him. He's great righty hitter. He was hitting 255 average and a 741 OPS before he got injured. So this is another guy. You're just gonna have to wait for him to develop. He's only 20 years old and born before us or after us, 2006.
Happy birthday!
He's also got a really strong arm as well. He's rated 70 in the arm, which is the highest you can get. He already illustrated that, Maddox. But
yeah,
he's still injured. That's why he's a little bit lower on my list. But we'll have to see how he comes off the injury.
Really good power. He's got a Mason Wynn type of arm. I want to see him grow into his body a little more. He's 6'4", 190. If he can get up to like 210, 220, oh my gosh, this guy could be hitting 40 home runs a year. Let me get this. Let me make sure where I'm at. Yeah, we're at number 3. My number 3 guy, I went with Jesus Made, shortstop / second baseman, middle infielder from the Biloxi Shuckers. There's another one.
That's another one.
I've got some for you right here. The Rocket City Trash Pandas, the Montgomery Biscuits, Hartford Yard Goats, we talked about the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, the Amarillo Sod Poodles, the Albuquerque Isotopes, let's see, what do we have here? The Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
Let's see.
There's some good ones. Akron Rubber Ducks.
Akron Rubber Ducks.
Yeah.
Crazy. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs.
The Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs.
Midland Rockhounds. All right, let's get back to the list.
Let's get back to it. Jesus Made. This guy, talk about young guys. This guy's 18. I mean,
Oh yeah.
he signed as a what is this? Was he 16? Yeah, he signed as a 16-year-old to the Milwaukee Brewers back in 2024, and he's already in Double A right now. This guy's just a five-tool guy pretty much. I mean, he can hit, he can run, he can field, he can throw. 800 OPS so far in Double A this season. He's got 3 homers and 17 RBIs. Stolen 14 bases, walked 17 times, struck out 19 times, doesn't strike out a whole lot, walks about the same rate. Good RBIs as well. 17 RBIs in 28 games isn't too bad. I mean, I like this guy a lot. 800 OPS. He batted at an 800 OPS last year. He went from A ball to Double A, played in High A as well.
Mm-hmm. Rookie ball as well.
Killed it in rookie ball in 2024. Had 1,000 OPS. I mean, this guy's just he. He's there. Milwaukee's going out there and they're getting a lot of international prospects. I mean, very similar to Jackson Churio. It came out of the Dominican Republic and was just really good, really, really good. And I'm really excited to see what Jesus Mate is going to be like for the Brewers.
Yeah, he's a little bit higher on my list. I have him at 2, so I'm kind of just reviewing the list as we go on here. But yeah, I really like Jesus. Like you said, really young player. The bag stealing, I mean, he's incredible with bag stealing. He had 47 last season, which is through 115 games. So it's about one every 2 games. I mean, that's great. If you can get on first base and steal second base and get on first base as much as he does and do that, I mean, you're going to have success scoring runs and helping your team scoring runs. I mean, he's great. I'll talk more about him later, but I guess we'll go back to Max Clark because he's on my 3rd. I guess we'll go over, again, just a little bit more. Like I said, the speed, he's great out of the box. He's currently hitting 276 in AAA with a 745 OPS. The home runs and the powers aren't really there. He only has 1 this season through 31 games. He had 14 last season. But he's really just an on-base guy. He finished last season with 117 hits. That was good for a 271 average and a 403 on-base percentage. So, I mean, he's really just get on a base guy and score. That's his play.
Great defense, too, out there. He's really fast. He can track down just about every ball in the outfield. I like Max Clark. He's a young guy. He plays with some swag. He's got some nice aura. The diamonds were dancing on his chains. I don't know if you've ever seen that video, but yeah, I like Max Clark a lot.
All right, Maddox, who do you have at your 2?
At my number 2, I went with Josue De Paula, another Dodgers guy. I mean, they had a couple of guys who I was considering outside of just the 2 I put. But Josue De Paula, Tulsa Drillers, we talked about him, lefty arm, lefty bat, 6'3". Wow, May 24th, 2005, so born the day after my birthday and a year ahead of me, but not the fastest guy here. He's got good bat, really good bat to ball skills, hits the ball well, hits for a lot of power. So again, he's batting over 300, 900 OPS, 4 homers. Just slow start for a lot of these guys. I want to see some guys they'll start cranking into the next gear soon. I feel like as the season goes on. But yeah, we talked enough about DePaula.
Yeah,
your number 2 guy is Made, correct?
Yeah, I had Jesus Mate at 2, so that means we have the same 1 pick as well. But
yeah,
we'll talk about him in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, Jesus Mate, really good 5-tool guy. And like you said, I mean, a lot of these guys are just so young, but they have so much experience. I mean, he's 18, but he's this is his 3rd season in the minor leagues. I mean, he's got oodles and oodles of time. We could be talking about this guy for the next 2 years, possibly. He's probably going to get called up before then, but it's possible we could be talking about him for the next 2 years in the minor leagues. And he could still be putting up these numbers, and when he gets to the league, he's going to be phenomenal. I mean, this is one of those guys that I know he's going to do good, and it's only time will tell when. So, not if, just when.
And then let's go to our number 1 here. I mean, we can say it. It's Leo DeVries, obviously. Mm-hmm. Shortstop, A's organization, and we can talk about the Padres. Was the Padres guy their next top prospect, their next Tatis? As Tatis moved to the outfield too, but they acquire Xander Bogaerts and they start thinking, oh, we have Xander Bogaerts. We don't need the best prospect in baseball. We have Xander Bogart. Xander Bogaerts. Give me a break. I mean, just for Mason Miller. Mason Miller's the best closer in baseball. He's one of the best reliever in baseball, one of the best pitchers in baseball. But he's not. He doesn't move the needle for me on the Padres. I don't feel I don't think they're. I mean, they're not a World Series contender now just because of that. I don't think they're there yet.
I
So
mean, there's only so much a closing pitcher can do for you. I mean, you expect, bring this guy in for, I mean, maybe one of the best prospects we've seen in baseball the last couple of years. And you would expect that Mason Miller would have more of an impact on a team if they were
Mhm.
spending that much.
Yeah,
But he came in, I
they
mean, closing pitchers are important, but they're not that important. Like, it's not going to get you there.
because I mean, you said it before. You said it before we started recording. You said, yeah, you can have a closer. He can win you the ninth inning, but you've got to win the 8 other
You got to
innings.
win the 8 other
And they're
innings.
not. I
Yeah.
mean, they're a solid team. They're not winning 8 other innings in the playoffs. They're not. They think they want to be like the Los Angeles Dodgers so bad. They pay a lot of guys. They spend a lot of money. They make these type of trades. This is the type of trade the Dodgers would make. They'd give up their top prospect for the best closer in baseball. But the Dodgers also they have an
Shohei
all-star at every
Ohtani.
position. They
Yeah.
have the best. They have the best player in baseball. They have the best pitching staff in baseball. They have the best lineup in baseball. They can make those decisions. The Padres, Fernando Tatis has been really good. He's not himself. He hasn't been the way he used to been. Machado's been a consistent. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's been a consistent guy.
He's been
But
excellent.
Xander Bogaerts, he stinks. Their outfield. Jackson Merrill's really good, but they still don't have a World Series lineup or a World Series rotation, and that's the whole thing. Leo DeVries would go perfectly into that lineup. He would be a perfect fit into the Padres lineup. Instead, he's going to be an amazing fit into the A's, the Las Vegas A's, the Sacramento Athletics, whatever they call themselves now. Let's talk about Leo a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can talk about Leo, but I do want to just mention one last thing. Like, that is probably one of the worst trades I think I've ever seen in MLB history. Like you mentioned that, like, I don't know what they're doing. I really have no clue what they're doing. Leo DeVries is not a guy that you trade away to get someone like Mason Miller. It's just not that simple. But yeah, let's talk about DeVries a little bit, shall we?
Let's talk about why he's not the guy to trade away.
So, DeVries right now, he's in Double-A. He's supposed to be called up in 2026, so maybe this year we'll see him just because the A's, like, they just need people to be called up. That's just what the A's do as an organization. They always bring up guys, I think, in my opinion, a little bit too early, but that's okay. They still do well. Yeah, he's hitting 290 right now with almost 400 OBP. He's got an 843 OPS, and this is really, I can't stress this enough. This is a guy that could be one of the next greats, He could be. That's his ceiling.
Okay. If you look at the numbers for 2024 in A-ball, batted 237, had an 800 OPS still. He hit, how many home runs he hit? 11 home runs, 38 RBIs. Then you go to last year, he played in a high A-ball, then got traded, made it to Double-A ball. He was batting 280 in Double-A last year. He hit 5 home runs. He hit 8 home runs in high A-ball. He was 18 years old. This guy is 19, and he's almost a 5-tool player. He hits for a lot of contact. He has an 850 OPS. The power, he hasn't hit as many home runs, but I don't think anybody we've named in this top 10 that is a hitter has hit more than like 5 home runs, because it's still early in the year. Leo DeVries is like you were saying, he's 19, and he's going to be one of the next big things in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I mean, this guy has been talked about for years. I remember talking about him in 2024 or 2025 when he broke out a little bit. I mean, he has really the ceiling on this guy is probably the highest, I think, out of, maybe the prospects. We're not including Connor Griffin in the list, by the way. But I think that he's got one of the highest ceilings and also probably one of the highest floors. I mean, this is still a guy, even if he were to fall short of his expectations, he's probably still a guy that hits 250, gets on base consistently, maybe brings in close to 20 home runs, 80 RBIs on the season. I mean, this is a guy who you want to have on your team.
And I'm sorry. I just
Go ahead.
I don't want to be like a negative guy and say stuff or anything, but let's just go through some of these guys. And like, if let's say Sebastian Walcott isn't the player we expected. Let's say he doesn't have that major league power. Now what is he batting? Now what he's doing? He's going to be batting like 200. If Leo DeVries doesn't have as much pop when he gets to the majors, he's still going to be a consistent 270, 280 guy who can hit 20 home runs in a season and knock in 80 RBIs. His floor is a solid a solid player, solid infielder who will be in the starting lineup. A lot of these other guys' floors are burnouts who are going to be in AAA. So that's what I love about Leo DeVries is that He's projected to come up already right now as a 19-year-old later this season. If he does that, he's 19. I think he's a really special player. That's all I really have to say.
Yeah, I mean he's 6 foot 180. I mean that's honestly that's about 20 pounds bigger than me. That's about what I'm standing at. A couple inches taller, but so it's like me going onto the diamond, you know, and
Yeah.
testing my luck.
What's
But
that infield velo?
I mean, yeah, not a lot of the community, the baseball community is very split on Leo DeVries. People think that, you know, it's possible that he can't do well. Most people think that he's going to do well, and I guess we'll have to see. But he's a switch hitter. He's actually he split the home runs last year, so he did the same amount from one side of the plate as the other. So I thought that was pretty cool. But
that's another good thing to see, is that he's not a guy who's just going to be like Ozzie Albies, for example. This year he's been really good both sides of the plate, but in years past he's been an only right-handed guy where he's hitting the ball well. Left-handed he's batting like 200 and he's batting like 280 from the right side of the plate. So it's good to see that Leo, he can hit from both sides of the plate consistently, and that's just a switch hitter is such a valuable tool to have for a guy, especially when he's 19. You go out there and you have to pitch him. A pitcher has to pitch you completely different ways on both sides of the plate for how your approach is. So it's really cool to see DeVries be this good. He's a switch hitter. He's 19. He's the guy you want in your organization. If all a team had to do was just give up their best player, who like you're gonna have to pay in a couple of years, for Leo DeVries, I think almost every team would do it in a heartbeat. It's that simple.
all right, I guess that's it. And anything else you want to talk about prospects list? One thing I did want to mention that I forgot. Well, yeah, a couple things I want to mention. Yeah, Colt Emerson got signed to a contract for 8 years for $95 million. He has not played a single game.
He got paid already. Yeah.
So that kind of tells you what the Mariners organization thinks about him.
So that I just feel like that's got to put a little bit more pressure on him. You're like you're already making this money. You better pan out. Or like they're basically saying, we trust you. The Mariners are putting their full trust into Colt Emerson as a kid in AAA who's 20 years old, that he's going to be a really good player when he gets up.
I mean, this is what the Mariners did too. They signed Julio to, I don't even know, I don't remember the details, but it was a long contract.
Yeah.
It was like a 10-year contract. I think it was when he played, if I remember correctly, I think it was a little bit to when he was in the league and they signed him on this 10-year deal. I remember thinking, you know, this is kind of stupid. We don't really know who this guy is. Like, he's only played X amount of games. It wasn't a lot at that time, but this is to another level where he hasn't even stepped onto a major league field, and we're paying him $100 million over 8 years. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean,
every time you see me look, you turn too.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, and then also I did want to talk. A lot of people are comparing Jose De Paula, the Dodgers guy, kind of like to Yordan Alvarez, just a smaller Yordan. So
interesting. That's interesting. I think he's a better defender than Yordan. Yordan's a terrible defender. I think Jose is a little bit of a better defender and a little bit worse of a hitter than Yordan. But that's our prospect rankings. Let us know how you think, what you think about them. Leave a comment. You know, like I said, go on to our social media, please.
Yeah, please. Everyone, if you're listening to this right now, go to our Instagram, TikTok, Twitter,
the On Deck
YouTube.
Circle.
Probably this will be uploaded to YouTube. So.
If there's multiple accounts called the On Deck Circle, look for the one with our logo. We have our own logo. Cam, our very good friend, has made it for us. She did a great job. Thank you, Cam. Let's just get into some MLB some of the news headlines. I had the first one. The Braves lost their first series. Who cares? Moving on. Skip.
Yeah, that's right, man. Skip. You know, it was a tough series this weekend in Washington. Not this weekend, this week, I guess. Just my head's in all sorts of mixes here, but yeah. Great win for the boys in blue. Bad loss for the boys in red over there. And
what is this series? Does this make you feel any differently about the Mariners?
No, not at all.
No, okay, you're a pessimist.
I mean, listen, okay. I'll go on a little Mariners rant here for a second. I'm not going to keep everyone waiting too long, but you know, whenever this team, they always show me these, you know, flashes of brilliance, which I know we're going to lose our next 3 games. We got swept by the Royals at home. One of those games being Emerson Hancock's 14 strikeout game. It seems when we pitch well, we can't hit. Like even today, we put up 3 runs against the Braves, and Brian Wu had maybe his best performance of the season, possibly. I don't know.
And who was pitching for us? Martin Perez. That's a guy
Yeah.
you need to hit off of. And
And we
yeah,
had it was 3 runs, I think, on 9 hits or something like that. I mean, you cannot do that. Cal Raleigh, bases loaded, no outs. I know he's been
he's
having a little
been.
bit of problem.
What's up
Grounded
with
out
Cal
into a double
Raleigh?
play and almost scored a run. I'm sorry, you can't do that if we want to make the playoffs again this season.
What's up with him? What's up with Cal Raleigh?
Reason I'm not wearing my Cal Raleigh jersey right now. So.
All right, we're about at 45 minutes. We got about 15 minutes left. We try to go about an hour because when we get on our radio show next in the fall, we're gonna have to run an hour. That's like when we have to go off air. So, Framber Valdez, I posted this on TikTok and on Instagram. We had it. Framber Valdez got suspended after hitting Trevor Story intentionally in his last start. He gave up 10 runs and then just got so pissed, hit Trevor Story on purpose with a four-seam fastball. By the way, Framber Valdez has thrown 2 four-seam fastballs in the last 2 years. Both of them hit a batter. That's the pitch he does. When he doesn't want it, when he wants to hit you on purpose, he'll throw a four-seam fastball at you. So he got a 6-game suspension and got fined for that, so he's going to be missing a start. AJ Hinch, also the manager, got suspended a game. I don't really get that, honestly. Hinch didn't tell him to hit anybody. That's just Framber just hit him because he's
Valdez. I mean, he's
a loser. I'm sorry.
He does this stuff all the time, and especially you talk about in the Astros. I think it was last year. He crossed up his catcher.
Crossed up his catcher on purpose. Yeah, and I talked about that.
You're a major league pitcher.
You can't be getting mad at giving up.
You cannot be doing that. You cannot be doing that. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. It does
It's
not
really
represent
bad.
MLB, and it's a disgrace to the game.
Moving on, we've got the Cubs. They're going for their 8th straight win. Actually, I'm sure that game's probably over right by now. We're gonna get a little live
I got
score
you
check
right now.
Let's check.
Oh, here we go. Top of the ninth.
Top 9.
3-4 Reds.
Oh wow, Spencer Steer just hit a home run, so it's a 1-run game now. 4-3 Cubs lead it.
I'll keep an eye on that.
The Phillies ended up winning, so they won. The Phillies have been a hot team, and they're up to 17-20. They're only 8.5 games out of first right now, which I mean sounds like a lot because it is, but they were on 13 back. They've come on to a really nice streak where they've ended up winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of their last 9. So really nice stuff from Philadelphia coming back and beating the A's. So the Cubs, if they hold on here, it'll be their 8th straight win, their 14th straight win at home. And I'm going to do a victory lap on the Cubs. I mean, I get they're a good team.
I don't want to do that. So right.
No. I'm saying if they because I heard a couple of complaints about me putting the Cubs above the Yankees in my power rankings. I'm going to victory lap the Cubs, and that's going to be I'm riding for the Cubs right now.
The Yankees just lost to the Rangers, literally as you're speaking. So
yeah, the Yankees lose
6-1.
Couple more things. Yeah, tough start for Will Warren today. Matt Olson hit his 300th home run on Monday night against the Mariners, and then ended up hitting his 301st career home run the next day against the Mariners to hit the go-ahead homer in the 9th. Matt Olson, 300 home runs. Now that's kind of once a hitter hits 300 home runs, the H word starts getting thrown around. The Hall of Fame starts getting thrown around. 300 home runs, over 250 doubles for Matt Olson. Evan, is he on Hall of Fame pace?
I mean, is he on Hall of Fame pace? He's on pace.
He's 32.
Is he a Hall of Famer right now? Like you said,
No. No one's talking about him being a Hall of Famer right now. Is he? If he keeps his trajectory up, is he a Hall of Famer?
He's borderline.
I think he'd be a borderline guy.
I mean, it's just
baseball's very specific with their Hall of Fame requirements. You have to meet a lot of it's like meet a certain requirement. 400 home runs and a certain amount of stolen bases, RBIs, hits, something like that. But at his age 32 season, there's only been 14 people to go into their to be in their age 32 season with 300 plus home runs and 250 plus doubles. They're all either Hall of Famers, current players that are going to go into the Hall of Fame, or steroid guys. So it's Matt Olson's in that spot where if he can keep this up and hit. He's a guy who can hit 40 home runs this year. He's tied. He has 13 homers, and the top is 14.
Guys cool off though.
Guys cool off for sure.
Curb your expectations, Alex. You know, when we get in the dog days, 32-year-old Matt Olson, can he keep it up in the dog days? Okay?
We'll see. It'll be something to see. The Braves have lost a series now. We don't do that. The Braves don't lose series like that. So
yeah, they did last season.
Yeah, they did. I feel bad saying it's a fun story, just an interesting story, I guess. Matthew Boyd, pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, was just recently underwent meniscus surgery, slight tear in his meniscus. He's out indefinitely, but the way he injured it is something a little bit interesting. He tore his meniscus by sitting down to spend time with his kids, and that's not a joke. He went and to sit down and spend time with his kids, and he tore his meniscus.
Poor,
I
poor
don't know.
man. I mean, he's just a family, just trying to be a family guy. I mean, that's you can only wish the best for him. I mean, I don't really know who Matthew Boyd is, honestly. But
He's like just a kind of not really great. He's been pretty bad this year.
yeah, I mean, props to Matthew Boyd, and he's gonna be able to spend more time with his kids and his family now. So, but I mean, it kind of sucks getting a guy like that getting injured like that. I mean, it happens in the league, but yeah.
Yeah, when baseball season, you'll see some weird injuries. You'll find there's something to laugh at, even though you probably shouldn't. All right, we're on to our last thing here. Well, we might have time for the stat pad game, but Evan Morse, I'm going to give you this question here. Can you name me the top 10 players with the most home runs in MLB history? What do you got, Evan? What do you got?
Well, people were making fun of me in the Instagram and TikTok comment section for not having any ball knowledge, and I think they're probably right. Yeah, top 10 home run hitters, yeah?
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Barry
hear it.
Bonds.
Barry Bonds is number 1,
McGwire.
762. Mark McGwire's number 11, just outside the top 10.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr. is number 7, 630. If he didn't get injured, man, he could have.
Is Babe Ruth on there?
Babe Ruth's number 3, yeah, 714 for him.
Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle is not in the top 5. He's not up here. He's not really that. Oh, he's number 18. My bad. Yeah, number 18.
Alex Rodriguez.
Alex Rodriguez is number 5, 696. He just missed 700.
Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa's number 9, 609 for him. If you got another 600 guy there. There you go.
So what positions do I have left here?
You're missing number 2, number 4, number 6, number 8, and number 10. So you're missing all the even numbers.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All the
2,
even
4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, you're missing all the even numbers.
Oh, here we go.
You're missing a really obvious one. You're missing the number 2 guy.
Yeah, I know I'm missing number 2 guy, and that's the one I'm not going to be able to get. I got Hank Aaron, right?
Hank Aaron's number 2, 755.
See?
Thank you, Evan. Thank you. Jeez.
Let's see here. I'm just trying to think of players' names here. See, now I'm blanking. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Actually, the Reds loaded the bases, no outs. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so we'll
got
just
some
keep an eye on
drama
that.
going on over there.
Jeter
Cardiac
didn't get enough home
Cubs.
runs, did he?
Who did?
Jeter.
Jeter, no, not
Yeah,
close.
that's what I'm saying. David Ortiz, is he on there?
David Ortiz. Oh, he's number 17, just outside of it. 6 is the cutoff. That's the number 10 guy. 586. Yes.
I'm just trying to think of steroid players.
We don't got any more steroid guys on here.
Oh,
actually.
really?
No more steroid
Like
guys.
not like Jose Canseco. He wouldn't be up
No Jose Canseco. He's outside of.
Wait, I have 4, 6, 8, 10 left, right?
Correct. 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's see.
I'm not
You
gonna be
got.
able to get this shit. No, I should get this.
You've got
but-
two. You've got 2 old guys. One one of the most iconic players in baseball history. Outfielder. For
Albert Pujols is he?
Albert Pujols is here. He's number 4, 703 for him.
So I got 6, 8, 10.
6, 8, and 10. That's right. I don't know if
Jackie
you're
Robinson ain't on there.
No Jackie now.
Yeah.
You've got like a legendary guy from like the 60s, 50s, 60s, and like 70s, maybe the 70s, but like center fielder, made one of the best catches in MLB history.
Cal Ripken.
No, he played a while. Not up.
Bo Jackson. No. I'm just fucking. I'm messing around with that answer. That wasn't a serious answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, Max. Whenever you put me with these questions on the spot, I can't think of names.
I know. Well, you have a question for me that I'm excited to hear.
I actually don't remember what the question was, but I'll pull it up on my phone.
Okay, but let's
give me the names, man. We spent too much time on this question.
We spent too much time on this. You don't want to get the 2-time MVP, 24-time All-Star, 12-time Gold Glover, World Series champion, Hall of Famer Willie Mays.
Well, I thought I said Willie Mays.
You never said Willie Mays.
I said Mickey Mantle. I crossed Willie Mays off my head.
Okay. Another guy, first baseman, 5-time All-Star, 1-time Silver Slugger, Hall of Famer, Jim Thome. Anything there? Frank Robinson was our last guy. Old dude.
Oh, I would have gotten Willie Mays. Dude, I call Will Irwin Willie Mays. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's true. Shout out Will Irwin.
Shout out, Will. All right, Max, here we go. You ready? I need you to name the top 10 hit leaders. You ready?
Top 10 hit leaders of all time? Active or of all time? What are we doing?
Yes. Wait. Yeah. Active all time.
All time. Ty Cobb, Pete Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where are
That's
they
one
at?
and two.
Pete Rose is 1, Ty Cobb's 2. Lou Gehrig, is he up there?
Nope.
Ichiro? I don't know. I don't think.
Nope.
No, he didn't.
Didn't play long enough.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh gosh, I've only got the top 2. Hank Aaron, is he high enough?
Hank Aaron is not on there. I don't.
Shoot. Who
Wait.
just like?
Wait. Never mind. He's number 3. My apologies. I didn't see it. Number 3.
Hank Aaron's number 3. Okay, so I got 1, 2, and 3. Is Willie Mays up there for hits?
Willie Mays is not up there for hits.
Okay. Ken Griffey Jr. probably not. No, he didn't play
No.
long enough. Too many injuries for him.
Willie Mays was 13.
Willie Mays is 13. Okay. Trying to think if there's any like Stan Musial. Is he up here?
Yeah, he's 4.
Stan Musial.
1 through 4.
Is Ted Williams? Is Ted Williams up there?
Ted Williams? No. Oh,
He
wait.
didn't-
You said Honus Wagner, right?
I
Oh,
did not
shit.
say Honus Wagner, but I'll say Honus Wagner.
Yeah, 8.
8 is Stan Musial's up there though, you said?
Stan Musial's 4, yeah.
Stan Musial's 4.
So you
Wow.
got 1 through 4 and 8.
Joe DiMaggio? Do we have Joe DiMaggio?
Nope.
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's just like steroids guys aren't going to get a lot of hits. I'll try Barry Bonds though. Barry Bonds. Derek Jeter didn't get there.
Yeah, he
A-Rod.
did.
Derek Jeter got where's he at?
6. He's got 3, 4, 6, 5.
Wow. Geez.
Cutoff, by the way, is 3, 3, 8, 4.
3-3-8-4. Okay. So I don't think we're gonna have Miguel Cabrera. We'll try Miguel Cabrera. Don't think
Nope.
he's up there. So what numbers am I missing again?
You're missing 5, 7, 9, and 10.
7, 9, and 10. So
One of the guys was on the home run list.
geez. It's not gonna be like Jim Thome. He didn't get it. Yeah, no. Not gonna be Thome. It's not gonna be. Is Frank Robinson up there? Is there what's his name? Brooks Robinson? Is there a different Robinson up there?
No Robinsons.
No Robinsons. Let's see. Albert Pujols. I wonder
Yeah,
if he
that's 10.
Albert
That's a
Pujols
guy.
is number 10. Wow. 10th most hits of all time.
One of the best of all time, man.
Yeah.
Albert Pujols.
And it's crazy because like he wasn't even that great at the end of his career. He had some
No.
he had some bad years in
He
the
had
league.
some dog days, man. Dog
Yeah,
days. I
huge.
remember going to the park, seeing him.
Over
4. Yeah, great day. Albert Pujols went 0 for 4 on the Angels, man. What a fantastic day that was in the ballpark.
New favorite word for the on deck circle is dog days. That's our new word. That's our word of the week. Let's see. Okay. What am I missing now?
You're missing 5, 7, 9.
Is Rogers Hornsby on here? Roger Hornsby? No. Do we got any more like old guys, like old timey dudes?
Yeah, we got one from born in 1888.
Let's see if I can get this. Is it Rabbit Marinville? Rabbit
No,
Marinville.
no.
Okay. Do you know this name off the top of your head? Like, or would you know this name or like?
I wouldn't. 2 of these guys I wouldn't know. No.
I already said
one of them I
know.
would know for sure.
Okay. This is tough because, and we have like a recent guy, or are they all old?
They're all old. One was born in 1852. One was born in 1850. No, I swear. The one was born in 1852.
1852. I can't get you that one, but
Okay,
Babe
so
Ruth? Okay, give me the. All right, let's
I'll
hear
give you
the
the 2 old guys, and then I'll leave you with like the 50s
Okay.
player. Okay, 50s, 60s. So Tris Speaker was 5.
Tris Speaker. Okay, I've heard of that name.
Cap Anson was 7.
Never was gonna get that one.
That
Never was
guy
gonna get
was
Cap
born in the
Anson.
50s.
Cap
All right.
Anson.
So
I knew Tris Speaker. I've heard that name before. I was never gonna guess that. Okay.
all right, born 1939. He's still alive. He played from the 60s to the 80s.
80s. Okay.
61 to 83.
So I mean, we're looking for like Roger Maris, Mickey
Mhm.
Mantle. It's not gonna be Joe DiMaggio. 60s to the 80s. Good lord, he played for Lou Brock. Do we have like a Tony? No, not gonna be Tony Gwynn. Rod Carew.
You ain't getting this. Nope.
Not getting this.
You'll never guess.
Joe Morgan,
Nope.
Johnny Bench.
Mm-mm.
Jeez, Mike Schmidt. Oh goodness, I thought I was close there. What are we looking for? Who was I looking for there?
Carl Yastrzemski.
Yeah, I was never getting Carl Yastrzemski. I
Come
did not
on,
know
you're
he's that
getting
high
Carl
up there. Mike
Yastrzemski.
Yastrzemski, Braves legend. Um, I think that's about
Yeah, I
it for
mean,
us.
we can.
We're coming up on the hour mark here. We can keep going if you want. You want to keep rolling?
I guess we'll talk about the food and then maybe call it.
Yeah, we can call it. Let's
Talk
go through
about.
some of that food. Let's hear it. Let's
All right.
hear it.
So today,
We got the what team did we get?
got American Family Field. We got the Brewers. Okay, the Brewers.
Milwaukee.
They got some new foods, new fair foods actually this season.
I just like going into it, and we do a random wheel before each episode. We do a random wheel of what food items we're going to talk about, what team we're going to talk about, their food items. When I saw the Brewers, I was excited because I know we're going to get some good food on here. The fair foods. There are 6 new food items I saw here.
So yeah, they have a sticky maple chicken sandwich.
So
they have
good.
nachos on a stick. They have funnel fries with chocolate sauce, and they have deep fried Kringle. If people don't know what that is, I looked it up. So it's basically just a sweet pastry with filling, and then it's deep fried on a stick.
Oh yeah,
Sounds
come on.
amazing.
Let's go.
They have a cheesesteak sandwich, which I mean that's pretty normal, but it looks pretty good. And then they have an al pastor top dog, so it's like a hot dog.
A hot dog with al pastor
on it.
It was Cinco de Mayo yesterday. We missed happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. Happy Star Wars Day, May 4th. All of that. But
now
yeah,
we're on boring, lazy May 6th.
Lazy May 6th.
Yeah. But yeah, so for the list, Maddox, where do you think you would rank actually let's talk about the fan favorites real quick.
What do you got for the fan favorites? I honestly can't find them. Where'd you find those at?
So I just I picked like probably the 3 most things that I could find like talked about on a couple articles. So there's beer battered walleye. I know you're not a big fish guy, but that sounds fantastic to me. I like some fish and chips all the time. They also have the best of the worst platter.
The best of the worst. That's right.
It's a bunch of sausage. Okay,
it's worst with a U. WURST.
I don't know. They have a knackwurst, beerwurst. I don't even Weisswurst. They have a slab of bacon and then apple kraut with pickles, mustard, and potatoes.
That sounds crazy. I would get that.
It's a big platter. It's like $35 is what people were saying. And then they also have the Bernie's Bavarian Pretzel.
Bavarian.
I don't know how to say it, like
pretzel, and I mean it's Milwaukee. They've got some really good beer cheese. Like they're like that. The bratwurst, the beer cheese. Go get that. Go get
good German food at that ballpark.
Yeah, good. Go get some beer if you're there. If you're above 21, go get some. Try it if you're in Milwaukee. Tell them, hey, the On Deck Circle told us to come here and try all this stuff. The best of the worst platter. Say the On Deck Circle sent you there, but. All right, that sounds really good. Do we want to do the stat pad, or are we calling it? We can
do the stat pad, I guess. Where would you rate rank American Family Field? You rank it above the Tigers?
I'm putting it above the Tigers.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty firmly. I'm gonna actually keep that. I'm gonna keep a list of that actually right over here.
Yeah, I got a list over here. I got
Google Docs. And we'll give out a ranking at the end of the year of our favorite ballpark food items. Or of our favorite ballparks, whatever. You'll know. So
all right, it's time for the stat pad, yes?
Yes, it is.
So I'm gonna record it on my computer here on the side. So sorry if I'm looking over stat pad. So we'll post it. We'll probably post it on our Instagram later. But me and Maddox, we're gonna be doing this together.
Oh yeah, and the Tiger Stadium, Evan, what's that called again?
Comerica Park.
There we go. Okay.
See, how about you know?
There we go. Huh? Okay. All right. Are you ready to do the stat pad?
Yeah. Let me
know when you're recording because we're doing a recording.
We're good to go.
Let's do it. Okay.
I'm gonna just sync up the audio. By the way.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
All right. We're looking for starting off. We're looking for hits is the category. So we're gonna get a category. It'll give us 5 different things we have to guess. So we're looking for an Arizona Diamondback since 1980. What season did they have the most hits? So my brain's going to like Luis Gonzalez right away.
My brain was going, but maybe Cattell had maybe some higher hit seasons.
I don't know. I see. The thing is, like with just the way the modern era is, like not a lot of these guys are gonna be like not a lot of the guys like since 1980. A lot of the most hits will come before, but the Diamondbacks are a new franchise, so like. My brain's going like early 2000s. Luis Gonzalez probably.
That's what I would say too. Should we try?
Gabby Moreno had some crazy years, but let's go with Luis Gonzalez. Yeah, what year Luis Gonzalez do you want to go with?
Luis Gonzalez.
It's
Let
the
me get
one
this pulled up.
from 1990 to 2008. I think he was like a Diamondback in the early 2000s, like
When year did
01.
they win the World Series? 90.
They won it in
01?
they won it in 01. So do you want to just go with that year?
Let's go with that year then. I mean,
Let's do it.
boom, baby.
That's a
That's
really good one.
198, 98th percentile. Let's see.
AJ Pollock,
The year before
Luis
was
Gonzalez.
Luis Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. Gene Segura, number 2 in 2016, and then 1999, Luis Gonzalez, number 1. But that's a really good start there. That's a really good start.
That's perfect start.
NL West catcher since 2020. So, like, we have
Will Smith.
It could be
First
Will
one that comes
Smith.
to my mind.
I don't think it's going to be a Padre. I don't really know of a catcher from there. I don't know if Gabby Moreno. Or not Moreno. I'm trying to think of.
Hunter Goodman had a good season last year, but I don't know.
I think Buster Posey. I think we just go Buster Posey or Will Smith. Like Buster Posey when he retired in 2020. What year did he retire? 21. He had a really good year, but I don't know if it was better than a Will Smith year.
I think Will Smith, was it last year or the year before that he did better?
I really don't know.
I think last year he did better.
Mm-hmm. Let's go with 2024. Will Smith then.
2024. All right, let's put it in here. Okay,
It's not bad. It's not
Hunter
bad.
Goodman. We should.
Hunter Goodman had 150 hits.
I didn't know he had that many.
I didn't think he had more hits than Will Smith. But 2022 Will Smith would be the best one.
Okay, that wasn't. We got the
Not
fifth.
bad. We got 118, 121 was right outside the top 5. 150 was the number 1. So really not a bad answer. Not a bad answer.
Who's hit the most out of any third baseman this league, or this season? This league.
In the MLB, third baseman with the most hits. Okay, we can get this here. We can. Is it just Jose Ramirez because he's just
I think
always
it's just got to be right. That's the first one that comes to mind. I mean,
I'm gonna
let's think about this for a second.
Okay, I'm gonna go through like the NL East. It's not gonna be Alec Boehm. It's not gonna be Brett Beatty. Austin Riley definitely
Bregman
not.
had a terrible start to the season.
Yeah, Marlins. I don't think it's Connor Norby playing third. It could be Norby, but I don't think so. And it's not gonna be a national. Central has the not gonna be a Pirate.
Vargas, Ildemaro Vargas. Well, he
plays first. He's a first baseman.
He plays first. I thought he played third for some reason.
No, they've got Arenado at third, and it's not gonna be him.
No, I'm just trying to go through the top guys right now.
Oh, it could be. I don't know if Muncy. I know Muncy has a lot of home runs. I don't know how many hits he has, but he plays third for the Dodgers.
True.
I'm thinking right off I'm thinking we go J-Ram or Muncy, honestly.
I think we just got to go J-Ram, dude.
Let's just go with a safe answer, Jose Ramirez. But I think Muncy is not a bad idea. Let's see.
I guess we're about to find out, are we?
Oh, wow.
Kevin McGonigal.
McGonigal.
Nick Gonzalez, Josh Young, Alex Bregman. I guess should have put him.
Yeah, Bregman did, I guess. Yeah, 29 hits for J-Ram, whatever.
Okay,
AL West shortstop since 2020, so that's going to be what? Corey Seager probably is my guess.
Corey Seager? No. Oh, yeah, Corey Seager, yeah.
Or Carlos Correa. It's one of the two. It's either 2021 Carlos Correa or 2022 or 23 I think it'll be 2023 Corey Seager if I have to guess.
Yeah, the year 2022 Corey Seager?
No, the year they won the World Series.
Yeah, 2023.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I think that's the safest one.
I like
to go.
that too, Max. I was thinking Corey Seager.
And Seager was like top 5 in MVP, in MVP. So that's where my brain's really going.
Okay.
Whoa. Did you see the top 5?
I'm looking at the top 5. I wouldn't expect JP
Jeremy
to be up there.
Marcus Semien, David Fletcher, JP Crawford, and then Isaiah Kiner-Falefa in 2021. Are we serious? That's ridiculous. And now we're looking for a Toronto Blue Jay since 1980. I really don't know here. I'm thinking like Joe Carter, Carlos Delgado on it probably is my guess.
Maybe, yeah.
Vlad had a lot of hits last year. He batted like 330 or something. Like I just don't know if he had more. Does Vlad last year have more hits? Than
Does it count the postseason as well? Because I would say
no, it doesn't count the postseason.
No.
When Carlos Delgado?
I would say Vladdy, but I don't think that that's the safest answer. I mean, that's what he does though. He puts the ball in play.
All right. Well, what about those like the 2010s teams where they had Jose Bautista,
Yeah,
Josh
I was going to say
Donaldson.
Bautista.
Josh Donaldson won MVP with them. Does he have a lot of hits in that? Like I think it was like 2015 he won MVP, but I don't know how many hits he had that year. Don't know
I
if he
don't
was
think
really
he
hitting
had
for
that many.
what else could we like Edwin Encarnacion, definitely not gonna be Batista. It's not gonna be
No,
like
Batista not enough. I think
Russell Martin's not
you
gonna
got to
be
think
there.
older players.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Like Joe Carter in like the '90s. You hit
Yeah,
the Carlos Delgado in like the early 2000s and 2000s with like on those Roy Halladay teams. Um, Dave Stieb. I mean that's a I don't.
I don't know. I'm a little bit lost on this one, honestly.
I'm thinking either I'm thinking just last year Vladdy, but I or like 2000. When did Carlos Delgado retire? '09. So like I'm thinking maybe like 2003 Carlos Delgado could also be a solid one, but I just don't know.
Let's try Vladdy last year.
Something we know. I'm pretty because unless I'm just being an idiot, I'm pretty sure he batted like 300 something last year.
How do you spell Guerrero? Yeah, how do you spell
GUE, yeah.
Gue?
RR
I got him. And then we're saying last year.
2025, yeah.
Let's try it.
I mean, he batted 328 last year too. I knew I wasn't like tripping about that.
Let's see. Vernon Wells, Tony Fernandez, Paul Molitor, Shannon Stewart,
No, he didn't. He batted 292 last year.
Josh Ulred in our top 5.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I didn't
only
know
like
Paul
40
Mahler
hits
was a Blue
off.
Jay.
I don't think that was the one. I mean, we beat 63% of other scores.
That's not bad.
That's
That's
not
a pretty
bad.
solid one. These ones like since 1980, I don't know who Tony Fernandez is or Vernon.
No.
Vernon Wells, I do know, but like
I mean,
Shannon
that's
Stewart, I
yeah.
don't know who these people are. John
That's the one
Olerud, I
category I
know
think
these
we
guys.
could
I
have
just don't
messed
know if
up
I like.
on. So I think what really killed us was the Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, J Ram and then Vlad, but I think we did pretty solid. That's a pretty solid first day for us, Evan. That's not too bad.
Not too bad, not too shabby at all. 68%. We'll shoot higher next time, or 63%. We'll shoot higher next time for sure. We'll be in the 80s. We'll be in the 80s next time.
Yeah, we're gonna try and do better each day. But guys, that's gonna be episode 2 of the On Deck Circle. Maddox Martin.
Evan Morse.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Sunday we will be back. Maybe I don't know actually with Evan.
I
Evan,
will be back home, so I don't know what.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We're gonna within the next couple of weeks we'll have an actual schedule coming out where we'll have an episode out each one of these days. For now, just kind of stay tuned. Follow us on social media, Instagram,
keep up
TikTok,
informed on the social
everything.
medias.
We're gonna have a lot of social media posts coming out soon. Some content coming. Thank you guys so much for listening, Maddox and Evan, the On Deck Circle. We'll see you guys next time.